I said, the Golden Bear, and then my second favorite is probably Snowberry. It tastes like Capri Sun, like a big boy Capri Sun. And then like the Razzleberry of the peach tea is good too.
All right.
Man, this was all the intro. Welcome back.
Should we jump into it? Yeah.
To the Winky Squid.
Welcome back to the Winky that you guys
Squid.
aren't gonna hear.
What? Why not?
No, they'll hear it.
Because it only does about the first 12 seconds.
No, you can put it all in. Put it all in. You guys just listen to
Like the part about opening
we talked
those
about
Japanese sodas.
tea and all the different kinds of tea. Arizona. So this is still Arizona though.
Yes.
Okay.
So if you're
I thought it was
watching
a
this,
different brand.
it is February 8th,
In case you
Monday,
forgot.
2021,
10 o'clock.
10 in the morning.
Yeah.
This is the first time we're not recording on Monday morning. It is actually Friday night.
Facts.
Yeah, it's actually the Friday after this releases. We got to just do some
a little bit of time warping.
Yeah,
It's
jump back.
We realized we missed an episode. We're like, oh shoot, dude.
Man,
Dang it. Oh, better go back.
Yeah, and
That's the beauty of scheduling things on YouTube.
through
So
the
if you're watching this, we haven't actually recorded it yet.
through the butterfly.
Unless it is
Got-
past.
Yeah.
If you're watching this day of that it comes out.
Then
Guys-
we haven't recorded yet.
I was trying to do a cheesy joke about time travel, but it didn't work. I was gonna be like, through the butterfly effect, it caused World War III, but we went back and made the episode, so it's all good now. And it's gonna be so funny and
World War III happened at the beginning of 2020, remember?
yeah.
And then
All the
Trump
memes.
destroyed him, and it was the bomb.
Anyway, dude, I really like the freaking tea. I used to be all about
Which one's
soda.
mine?
Yours is the one facing towards you.
They're
See,
both
They both
facing
look about
towards
the
me.
face.
Oh,
See, 'cause
okay.
They're
the
talking
top,
about the bear on the
like that,
can.
yeah.
the
It's like
bear's
they're
just
both facing
you.
towards me.
I used to be super into like Mountain Dew, and I really still like Mountain Dew. But when I get a chance, I get one of these. Makes me feel healthier, even though it has like
It's got a lot less than Mountain Dew.
it has a
though.
lot less
Yeah.
sugar than Mountain Dew, but it still has
It's got 15 per serving or so.
13.
And there's 3 servings.
Yeah.
So if you drink the
Yeah.
whole can,
I always drink it at one though.
It's like now
Yeah,
that
same.
I'm finally an adult and I can have as much soda as I want, really.
It's-
I don't really want any.
yeah.
Like, I buy, like, the 12 packs, and it takes me, like, 6 months to go through them because I'll just
Wow.
have one every now and again.
Plus, I'm not in the mood for soda after eating it.
Yeah, I've
Getting
got
soda.
I've got to
at
be in the
Iron Horse,
mood.
and I
Yeah.
had soda at lunch because at work they bought us pizza and
Oh, nice.
yeah, I used to be like, soda was this big treat. It's like, yes, I get a soda because and then I started getting my
being
own
like
money.
that.
What?
I remember being like that.
Yeah, and then candy was a treat too, and
Yeah.
Yep.
When you go to, like, parties or something.
yeah, and you had your $20, and you were like, yes, I'm gonna
gonna go
save
buy
I'm
that.
a
getting my own 12
Snickers.
pack.
I'm gonna go buy some cigarettes. And then
Yeah. No, you'd buy your own 12-pack of soda and nobody could have it because it was your own.
Yes, my brother loves doing that.
yeah, and then you'd sell them to your siblings and be like, this is $2. And
No,
then
my brother's a little nicer.
I
than
used
that.
to sell stuff to Sophie. Like, if she wanted something from my room, I'd sell it to her for way overpriced.
same.
like
I one time
$3.
sold her this half-working lamp that would, like, clip on your headboard or something. It was a reading lamp. But it was, like, barely worked, and I got it for a yard sale for, like, 99 cents, and I sold it to Sophie for $20.
Holy crap, man! What a businessman!
Isaac the businessman out here.
Wall Street
She
who?
bought it. And I was like, whoa.
How old was
okay.
she at the time?
Like 8? No, 7.
Man, you swindled that child,
Dang,
dude.
she
Holy
got
crap.
fleeced.
I can't remember if my parents made me give the money back because I gypped her hardcore or not. I feel like I don't think they did, but they probably did.
They will now.
No, because they've heard about it.
Oh.
Sorry, I'm chewing right now. Just
Yep. John, we had burgers, and now John didn't eat all his.
No, he didn't, but now he is.
very-
So John,
how was your
how was your trip to California?
no, I was gonna talk about soda still.
Oh, okay. We can.
Okay,
keep
what
talking
about soda?
We'll
Save
get
that
back to
save
that
that in your
topic.
mind for later listeners.
I don't know. You guys cut me off.
I'm sorry, John.
Sadness. But soda used to be a treat and stuff, and
Yeah.
now I just have it.
I remember those days.
Yeah, like
Back when
you,
soda was a treat, and you'd like buy your own 12-pack, and you'd
Yeah, and then
have
you sell it to your
share
sis-
Yeah,
You
dude.
sell it to your sister for $20, and you're like,
Yeah,
No, that was
so
a desk
awesome.
lamp.
But
That was different.
I have a mini fridge now that holds a 12-pack. It's like
Oh,
a mini
yeah.
fridge.
Uh-huh.
It holds a 12-pack, and then a couple.
Can you fit inside it?
So actually a 12-pack of soda.
Oh,
Not
I
like-
thought you meant like a.
Not like my Rock Hard abs.
Oh,
Like
okay.
it's different than that. But it holds that, so I just have that. Like whenever I'm like eating something, I'm like, yeah, this could use a soda. So it's not really like rare. It's not Because if you
It's not
if
a
you
special.
yeah, if you like something a lot, you shouldn't like overdo it because then you kind of
Yeah.
lose the special, the novelty or whatever. And so I was like, I'll try this peace tea stuff, and I'd tried it before. My friend Ethan, he's like, dude, this tastes delicious.
He's a silly guy.
Yeah, he's a silly dude. He's an awesome dude though, but like he's
Gotta
silly.
have him on the podcast eventually.
Yeah, he's a big old
We
dopey
had his
teddy bear.
brother on here once,
Yeah, Levi.
Twice.
twice.
Levi's the
We gotta
opposite.
we gotta have him on again.
Yeah, for the views. But
You still put Levi in the description.
Levi's in all the tags.
like Levi's brother was talked about today. That's
Yep. That's gonna be the description. I don't know what it is with his name, but it gets the clicks.
yeah.
The one time I didn't put it in the video, got like 18 views.
That was the Asher's episode, right?
Yep.
Or Asher.
Sucks. What is that now?
Like
Like
12 views.
18.
Really? Wow.
Like all the other ones around him have like at least 50, and then there's his, which I don't even think was a bad episode.
What's Papa's at?
Like 300. It's the second most watched episode, only behind the second one we had with Levi. Both were over like 2,000 minutes of watch time.
Wow.
Very nice.
Pretty
So-
good.
Thank you guys.
That's what happens when we make a good episode.
Thank you,
Yeah.
watchers.
Every once in a while, when there's a good
This
episode.
goes out to
Yeah.
our unactive subscribers. Please start watching videos.
If you found our
Unfollow.
channel from the Spotify video, just like, and now you're watching this video, subscribe.
Yeah,
Because
for
I'm pretty
sure.
sure that's where most of the non-subscribed people are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they
Watching
probably watched
Spotify.
that Spotify video and they're like, "Wait, this channel does podcasts? Check
That's
it
so
out."
bloggers.
That's so
and then
cool.
they watch it and they're, "Wow, this sucks," and then they turn it off.
they don't subscribe.
That's why we don't have very many hours of watch time.
Bummer.
We're up to 72 subscribers though.
Dude, that
Ooh.
old video was when we still had the old talk show, the old Winky Squid.
That was the
Oh yeah, dude. You
I-
were on one of those episodes.
I was.
If you go to the end of that one, Isaac plays like the
penny whistle.
the Hobbit theme on a
Penny
penny
whistle.
whistle, and it's just
Quality.
It's an underrated Biscit Studio meme.
For sure.
It is. You still put it in some videos every once in a while.
Every now and again.
You should have that as the opening song.
Oh man.
To our podcast.
How to get 0 minutes of watch time on your video.
How to get 2 seconds of watch time.
Maybe the outro. But
Yeah, nobody watches
I
that
remember doing
anyways.
the old talk show, and it was just like we were
Yeah.
bad.
That's what this show replaced. This podcast replaced the Winky Squid talk show
Yeah.
that we had, which was really what the channel was built on originally. Really.
Yeah.
We did about 20 episodes of that, I think.
I think we did 19.
We're on
think it was
35
something
now
like
with this,
that.
right?
Yeah.
Because what
This
the
has gone
talk
way
show
better.
was, it wasn't really a talk show. I was trying to
It was very much like homemade YouTube stuff, where just a couple of friends sit in front of a camera and talk for however long,
That's still what we are, but
with good mics now.
that aren't ours.
Better quality.
I remember trying to I'm not finding the right word, but like trying to mimic Rhett and Link. And I don't think it's mimic, but
Yeah,
like to
It's like Good Mythical Morning, but with no editing.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it was
definitely.
kind of just
And no mics and crappy camera.
it was just like raw footage, and it was just a couple dudes,
And then John's crappy over memed edits.
if you
Facts.
decide to go back and watch, just skip episode 2.
Yeah,
Like
it was-
that's the only thing really popping into my mind right now. I remember the failed video we tried to do, like reacting to it 2 years later,
yeah.
and the ending especially, because in that video we were like meme review, haha, we're copying PewDiePie, but it's ironic, and so we just scrolled through Instagram like we had not prepared at
I
all.
remember that. It was horrible.
We scrolled through
I
Instagram
watched that
on
video
the
not that
video.
long
It's
ago.
like a 30-minute video. And we're like, oh, this is funny. And we turn our phones
Yeah, you
and
try
point
to
them
show
at
it and
the
it
camera.
just doesn't focus.
Like I didn't
and-
even I didn't even bother to put the memes in the video.
Oh, jeez.
And then at the end, it was so like unscripted, and you could tell like it was. And we were so bad like
Oh, it's
working,
terrible.
like on the fly or anything.
And we haven't privated the video or anything.
I don't like privating videos.
Our shame is still up.
we
out
were.
there.
That's
I
how you
was,
learn.
I think 15. You were 14 or something.
Yeah.
And
Guys, I'm 14 now.
the end of the video though, where I'm like, time for some bloopers.
Oh, jeez.
You gotta watch it to see it. It's,
No, don't.
it's
Don't watch
really
it.
bad. But do please make that our most viewed video. No,
Don't do it, please. No.
That'd be terrible.
leave a fat dislike. It deserves it, but not on this video.
No,
Unless
this
it
one.
deserves it.
I remember another video that we did back then, like one of the podcast or talk show episodes. We did the energy drink one. You guys remember that?
Yeah, on
I
episode on
Do you
episode
not?
10.
Oh, was
He
it
wasn't
on
on
a
it.
podcast?
Oh no, it was the talk show.
No,
Yeah.
I don't. I
So-
remember
Yeah.
seeing a clip
We
of it.
were celebrating doing 10 episodes of our inconsistent talk show,
Yeah.
the Winky Squid. And it's like a 10-minute video. Back then, I was like, man, this is probably your best video. And it probably was at the time.
Dang.
Wow,
That's a lot.
I guess all you were missing was me.
I guess
Facts.
so. Well, you were on episode 11, so
Yeah,
we,
but
we changed that real
I
nice
was
and
like
quick.
12.
That's not even close.
You
But
were like 14 or something, because that was like 2 years ago.
yeah,
Oh no,
But-
like 3, because last year was 2020.
Just Isaac,
It was like stupid.
the year just started.
I know, I'm sad. It's 2021. It's gonna be the worst year ever.
well,
Just kidding.
since you weren't on there, I'll tell you how it went. And
Yeah, how'd it go, John?
So we had the
Filming-wise,
idea
good.
to get a bunch of energy drinks,
Got 5 different
Did you
ones.
get heart palpitations?
like really bad. Yeah, so we got 5 different ones, and then we got red Solo cup shot glasses.
Yeah, like the really small ones. Yeah.
And something about mixing energy drinks just makes them
Don't do
so
that.
Just
much
5
worse.
in one. Just
5 different ones in
5-hour energy right there.
No, it was worse than that.
Oh, it was bad.
Wait,
You guys
energy
ever
free-
tried a 5-hour energy?
No.
Neither have I. I don't know what it tastes
Should have
like.
put some of that in there. That would have been terrible. But so the people on the episode were but who was it?
It was you, me, Sam, Dad, or Taylor, my dad,
Yeah.
and Ben was in it for a little bit. Ben was like the best part of that video because I remember it got cut short because we were like, Ben, get out of the video.
Yeah.
And then your mom got all mad.
Yeah.
It's like, you're not including him.
That's what happened.
And then it got cut short, and then we had to film the next part of the video a week later.
Yeah.
But
With the same opened energy drink.
my favorite
Yeah.
part of the video is Ben's like forcing himself into the video. He takes a shot and he's like, "Oh,
Yeah, those shots were nasty.
oh yeah." We got Sam on. Sam wanted to play cards.
Go, let's play cards.
I don't remember this at all.
In the middle of a
We-
podcast.
we
Guys,
spent
let's
like-
play cards.
We spent like half an hour at Rosar's trying to figure out what cake we wanted.
What?
Yeah, like little tiny cake. It was like $5. You remember that?
The cheesecake.
Yeah.
We got a cheesecake to celebrate
And then
episode 5.
We were gonna
or
get
episode 10.
Episode
Trey was
10.
gonna be on, but he had a headache, and so he was like, "No."
Trey's
That's
the
how it went.
silliest ever.
Silly guy.
And-
Silly goose. Left him in the
Essentially, then what happened? That was a Friday night. Saturday morning, 5 a.m. I wake up and I just have this pain in my chest.
I bet.
It was awful. So I remember I went out to like the living room because for whatever reason it felt better to lay on the couch, like
It
on
always
my
does.
chest. I guess putting pressure on it made it feel better or something. I just laid there for like 3 hours. So like from like 5 to 8 a.m. and I just that's probably one of the worst times I've been sick without actually being sick.
Dang.
You know?
Kind of funny.
No, it's not.
Actually,
So
it's not.
I wasn't feeling it like the palpitations that you guys felt like right away. So I was like, you guys are weenies. So I took
Probably
like
said weenie too.
I probably did. And I put like
Hey, they're hot dogs.
you guys are hot doggers. But
little sausages.
little sausage with a bun and some mustard. But
Oh, put that in the buns.
if you're gonna be a little sausage, why don't you go get in that bun?
You're gonna be a
But-
silly goose. Go through in the pound.
That's what I was imitating.
I know
But,
that's what you were imitating.
so I wasn't feeling it. So I was like, whatever. So I wasn't feeling it. So I wasn't feeling it, and I got all 5 of the energy drinks. We had Monster, Rockstar,
Red Bull.
NOS, and
Only
dang it,
Go watch the
half
video to
those
find
are
the fifth mystery energy drink.
whatever it was. It may have been
Wait, name those one more time.
Monster, NOS, Red Bull, and Rockstar.
What did you have? Rain or something for your 5th one?
I don't
know.
remember.
I'm not
I don't
sure.
want to remember.
I don't think
Bang
Rain
or
was a
something.
thing back then. Rain's relatively new.
Yeah, when did you
Yeah,
film
this
the
was
video?
late 2018.
Dude, one time I drank a full Rain, and I don't know why, but my body did not like it, so I was like shaky and like really bad.
Yeah, I was
the
pretty shaky too after this episode.
Yeah, but I wasn't. So I decided to
Down them all.
down a lot, like a can's worth of all the 5 together. Not a good idea.
Frick.
Disclaimer: don't do that at home. If you're gonna
Do it at
do
your friend's house.
Do it at your friend's house, then
That's
wake
what I
up at
did.
5 a.m. the
I
next
love
morning.
that on Red Green. Like, no, don't try this at home. Try it at your friend's house or something.
Yeah, but I did it, and then I was up really late until like 1 a.m. and then as soon as I got to sleep,
That's
I
really
woke up,
late.
and then I
As soon as
woke
you
up
got
at
to sleep, you
2.
Woke up.
Woke up at 2, and I was just
Oh,
like
shoot.
dying,
Ooh.
and I was sweaty, and I had cold sweats.
Yeah, I think that's what I was doing too.
Maybe we're just losers that aren't built for this. But
You
like,
want to hear loser?
what?
Yeah.
Yesterday I was asleep before this time.
What time is it?
It's 10:14 right now.
In the morning.
I was asleep at like 9:50 last night.
Dude, that sounds nice.
Imagine
was.
getting good sleep.
I was sleep. I slept
Can
for
it?
like little over
Boom.
8 hours. It was so nice.
I don't get sleep. I just die.
And then I just come back to life every morning.
Yeah.
It's just a you die and then it's an 8-hour respawn time.
Yeah.
But yeah, don't mix energy drinks together, moral of the story. But do go watch that video. Maybe it's worse than I remember. It probably is.
Yeah.
I remember we recorded the second half and we were like, let's do that again. And it might have been after that second time I felt like crap. I don't
think
remember.
so. Because I don't think we did as much.
Because I don't
the
think
first time.
I don't think we knew better.
I don't think we
'cause
did
our
it the
video
first
got
Energy
interrupted.
drinks suck.
Some
Yeah.
of them are okay.
I mean, they-
don't think I've had like any form of an energy drink since then.
You have had a bit of this one. It's called
That's
Monster
Rehab. That's for
Rehab.
people that have drugs problems.
Uh,
John's a druggie.
but it's raspberry
Was.
tea energy.
John was. He's
Pretty good.
rehabbing.
Monster Rehab. I had a
Not
little
a
bit of
sponsor.
Okay, so you don't have to promote them. They
No,
don't sponsor
that's just the
us.
one I like.
It is pretty good.
I just don't like energy drinks in general.
I used to be the
Same.
same way, but I started trying them. I'm like, this one's not bad.
It's not that I haven't tried them. I just don't like it. There's so much sodium in them. Salt.
Yeah, is that like...
Well, if you have too much salt, it
You got a
just
problem?
dehydrates the crap out of you.
That's why I just like drink water, you know? That one video, it's like, can't talk right now, making piss. And then the dude's like drinking a
chugs
whole
that
freaking...
giant thing of water.
Yeah.
Doesn't spill a single drop.
Do you know how to chug like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do the...
You do. Yeah. You gulp the air into your stomach.
Do you know how to do it?
Yeah. It's
I
like,
don't think I've ever
you know how to make
chugged
yourself
water.
burp, like where you suck
Nope.
air into your stomach. Like,
Try it like this. You go... Yeah.
Yeah, I've tried to, force
now my
burps. I've never been
stomach's
able
full
to.
of air.
Yeah, I know, me too.
Oh.
I can't get it out unless I do more.
No, I got
Because I got to open it. I don't want to, though.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Now I'm uncomfortable.
We'll teach you about it later. But, yeah, so I like... Wow.
That was
look at
nice.
I like certain energy drinks. I like tea, Don't mix them. That's the moral of the story.
Yeah.
Don't mix tea and energy drinks.
Yeah. So,
Actually, though, if you mix like iced tea, not sweet tea, with like an energy drink, that might not be terrible.
yeah, I think that's what this is. The Monster Rehab, because it
Oh, really?
the Monster Rehab with extra. It's like do a promo for the whole thing.
Oh yeah, it's
Guys,
just
if you enter the
raspberry tea
promo
plus
code
energy.
Biscit Studios, you get 10%
What's an
off of your
energy?
first order.
I think that's the energy drink.
Here, let me
Raspberry
see.
tea plus energy. Yeah, you can read that. But let's see
Just
if it has
shakes
tea.
it. Brewed tea, filtered water, black tea solids, glucose, Tyrian, that's bull piss. Apple juice concentrate, citric. It is citric acid, magnesium.
Wait, is it actually?
Yeah.
My bit, stop.
Magnesium lactate. Magnesium, guys. There's magnesium. You can start fires with this.
You can start fires by
Calcium
burping.
lactate. Oh, there's caffeine
Wait,
in
can
here.
you
Who would have
actually?
thunk it?
Why is there caffeine in that, dude?
Phosphite? What?
That sounds about enough.
Potassiums.
I'm sure the listeners are loving this.
Preservative, natural flavor, sodium, benzite, sodium benzite. Yeah, all right.
Now you guys know how to
Concentrated
make your own energy drink.
coconut water. So do you know how this is listed? The ones at the top that has the most of it, and the ones
Yeah.
towards the
I'm
bottom?
aware.
So that means there's like barely any coconut water.
Are you kidding me?
There's like a tiny bit of concentrated
Are
coconut
you
water. in there.
serious? Well, it's concentrate, so it
I
spreads.
can't concentrate.
I can't concentrate either. Neither can Isaac because he just read that whole thing when we were
Yeah,
trying
well,
to
he
do
was
another bit.
concentrated on that.
I guess so, huh? The wrong kind of concentration. He's reading another can. What'd you do, Benaiah?
No, I lost him. I don't know where it went. I
Oh,
just realized just
You're
now.
just having a
It's so
bad week,
sad.
aren't you? First, well,
But we'll talk about that later.
First what?
first
We're gonna talk about John's trip to California.
no,
we're
we're going to
not.
talk about
No, 'cause
Benaiah's
your
bad
This
trip-
week.
is roughly
Your
scheduled,
trip
Isaac.
happened first.
Yeah, but this is happening now.
We're going in order of
All right,
importance.
so Benaiah, how was your week? What was what
What?
was a highlight?
I had a perfect
let's
transition.
see.
Give me a highlight.
A highlight, driving safely to and from like work and other places,
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I wish
Yep.
I could drive safely. I've gotten in like every day I've gone to work, I've like died almost or something. Oh, so actually, though, a couple days
There was
ago,
a low light to my
on
week.
on my way to work a couple of days ago, I watched the guy in front of me hit a deer.
That is so
He
cool.
didn't hit it hard enough to do anything. It just kind of knocked it over.
You were like, it's a camel.
Camel. There was a whole herd of camels. And then the guy hit one, and then they went off to the side.
I think I've told that story on here, right?
Yeah, on the Papa Dave episode.
Oh.
Watch it if you
Camel.
haven't.
All right.
Yeah. So Benaiah,
So what was
you
the
had
low light of your week?
Low light.
light.
He died.
Normally it's like when I come to film the podcast, but this week,
Stop.
Stop.
this week I did a first. I did an oopsie.
Really?
My car hit someone else's car.
With you driving it.
I was the one
whose
driving.
fault was this accident?
It may or may not have been mine.
Okay. Did you get arrested?
I did go to jail for about 42 years.
All right. How much damage was done to the other vehicle?
Minimum.
Minimal.
Minimal.
Okay, so did you take any body panels off? Did you just dent stuff? What happened?
Like the back bumper came off.
I got
ripped
this.
the
Like
bumper
the
off.
plastic crap on the back.
I'll tell the
The
story.
bumper.
You were
Benaiah-
there.
I wasn't there, but I got eyewitness accounts, and I just thought, I was like, dang man, this is exactly how it happened.
Do you want to tell people what you thought when you were leaving the church parking lot?
So, I left the church parking lot a little bit late because I was talking to Evan.
Just for some context, we're going from church to Taco Bell, about a 3-minute drive.
Yeah, I was
Lord's
talking
house.
to Evan about pianos and stuff. We had him on a couple weeks ago. Last week?
I think
Yeah, that
last
would have been
episode.
last
Oh, really?
episode.
Okay.
Check out the episode with Evan.
Yeah.
Episode 34.
Super chill dude. He was teaching me how to play piano, and Forrest was there, another cool leader. So I sat there and talked to them for a little bit. Everybody else had left to the Lord's house, and as I was walking out of the church, I was like, "What if Benaiah got into a crash?" And then I called Benaiah, and he didn't answer. It went all the way to ring, or all the way to voicemail. And I was like, "Well, he has a bunch of girls in his car. What if he's just like doing
Bunch of
it?"
14-year-old
Both
girls.
14-year-old girls. Yeah, he was taking
Well, you
all.
had
of
girls
them.
from the... No, you just had one 16-year-old, and the rest of them were 14.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
No,
he,
14, and one of them was 12. Or is she 13?
but it was all
Long
of,
story short, I had a bunch of underage girls in my vehicle.
he had all
Yeah.
the siblings in the vehicle because they're always like, I want to ride with Uncle
He
Benaiah.
had all of our carry-ons in his vehicle.
Facts. But so I was like, what if Benaiah actually got into a crash? Oh, jeez. So I call him again, picks up around the third, fourth ring. I'm like, hey, what's up? You guys going to the Lord's house? And he's like, so I kind of had a little accident. I was like actually, or you just like yanking my chain? He's like, yeah, so I actually hit somebody. And I was like, ugh.
Yeah, I got a call from Sophie right as Matt and I were about to cross Main Street to get to the mall parking lot.
Yeah.
And I got a call from Sophie, and she's like, hey, so we crashed? I'm like, what? Do you
Crashed
want
is
us
like
to-
a big way of saying it. It sounds like there was
Or
like
no,
an
she said she's like, we
explosion
got
and-
into an accident, and I was
Yeah.
like, did you slide
like a
off the
fender
road
bender.
or what? And she's like, no, we hit someone. I was like, oh, do you want us to come there? And she's like, I don't know. And I'm like, Matt, let's go over there. So we turned around and went that way.
The fender wasn't bent. It was on the ground.
Yeah.
Well, Benaiah's fender was bent, but the girl he hit ripped her back bumper off.
So he was going through the intersection.
Yeah, how did what?
Okay,
This
so-
is how it happened.
Well,
So he was
you can't just do it with your hands. You need to describe it.
Yeah. For
Well,
the
I can do it with
listeners.
my hand because that's how it helps me. So this is how it happened. He was going through the intersection, straight and such, and then he has to go to this turn, and it goes like this. But
So
how
it was
turns
actually
go.
turning, not
So
going
he was
straight.
going straight and turning left.
He was going straight and
Indeed,
then turning
I was.
left.
I can confirm I was there.
And there was an orange arrow, and you know how orange
flash-
arrows
It
are.
was blinking. It's like you can turn left, but only if there's not cars coming your way.
So here's the thing: there was a car coming
There
his way.
was.
Benaiah comes in, 80 miles an hour, smacks into this car, boom, flips
Rolls
his.
it 12 times.
He lands on his feet, keeps going. He's like,
That
maybe those
wasn't that bad. I don't think I should have to stop, right?
That was Taco
looks
Bell.
back, fiery mess, 3-car pile up, 4 more, 5 more are coming. The police are there. There's a fire engine that's dousing it in water, but it keeps going up in flames. It's just a big mess. And
Benaiah's
Benaiah's like,
oh, it's just minor. I don't have to stop, right? And then one of the girls in the back chimed up. He's like, Benaiah, you should probably stop. And he's like, all right.
like,
We shouldn't do a hit and run. So he stops, pulls over.
and then a cop shows up. I'm there. This is a conflict of interest. He knows I'm wanted by the law. I start running. Cop tases Benaiah, runs after me, Flint Lockwood style. Goes. I'm running. I get in Benaiah's damaged car and I start driving. I hit another car and then I'm like, shoot, man, this car's broken. And so
So he
Oh, there's-
hijacks that Corvette over there.
So I hijacked the Corvette. I fly it to the airport. I drive it to the airport.
He flies to the
Fly
airport.
out of the airport.
Cops still following me. Hot pursuit. There's about 50 of them now, and a helicopter.
He jumps on my private jet.
Jumps on Benaiah's private jet.
Not mine.
I don't have
It's
a
my
private jet.
private
Silly.
jet.
I'm sorry.
You
I
crashed
jump
if you
on
had one.
Isaac's
Anyways,
private jet.
So he jumped on my private jet. I took him off. We went
Yeah,
and
you
left
know the rest
to
of the
LA.
story.
And then John is now going to continue his story of California.
Dude, I was there, yeah.
Yeah.
I was there a week ago.
Yeah. Right after the crash, we flew in hot pursuit
Well,
out to California.
Actually, I was there before the crash because the
No.
crash was this week.
Shut
And-
up. Shut up.
and
Nope.
I
You
drove-
flew to California because you were wanted by the law. And we had to get away.
But that was after I came back from California
No.
because I went to a trip down there.
No. It was.
So on my way down there, I realized that, I have this foresight thing with my 15th eye because I don't have a third one. I have a 15th one. And
yeah, because your third eye broke.
third eye broke, fourth eye broke, so
All the
on
way
and so on up to
15th, and now you
15.
got, like-
So my 15th eye's like, yo, bro, you're going to be down here running from the law soon. I'm like, okay, I'll go check it out. So I go down through Utah. I realized something about Utah people. They're retarded. They drive like they just got their
Montanans.
license and they're autistic.
So like Montana.
Yeah, Montanans aren't actually as bad as Utah.
Yeah, but they still suck.
Utah, I found, is probably the worst.
Utahians are pretty bad at driving.
Like worse than like California.
Okay, so California, they know how to be a jerk to you.
They know how to do it and do it smooth.
Yeah, and in Las Vegas, they Mr. Lin told me a story. He was going like 5 over, and it was like kind of traffic, and he sees this car weaving, and it's probably doing 100, and it's just going back and forth, and then out of the ditch, out of nowhere, it's just these lights come up, and it's a police car.
Oh,
and
dude,
goes,
the cops
"Woo!"
hide out there too.
I know, and then another one came in front of the car, and then they just like escorted it to the side of the road, so they knew what they were doing.
Destroyed.
Las Vegas, I guess that happens a lot, but
That was in Vegas.
yeah, that's what
Oh,
it said.
okay.
And there's like 8 lanes for each side.
Oh, dude,
there.
it's crazy.
I
down
know,
there.
right? I wanted
Vegas once, but we stayed there for 10 days.
Dang.
Dang, what are you doing down there?
Dance competition stuff for Saya.
I went to the Trump Hotel on my way
We
back
drove
up.
past it.
It's a pretty cool place.
It is. So is there's some really cool Trump hotels. The one in Vegas and the one up in Vancouver, BC are gold.
Yeah, I know. Like everything is gold.
Oh, it's crazy.
Inside.
The windows are tinted gold.
Painted.
But it's crazy. The tint he has on it, he has patented, so only he can use that color tint.
That's awesome.
Dang.
Yeah.
What a legend.
I know,
honestly.
right?
But the location of the Trump Hotel, it was there were this intersection, and he owned the like the 3 blocks that were here, and it was a parking garage and Trump Hotel that took up the whole area, and right across the street it was a strip club, and then right next to that it was the Penis Museum, and
Oh, dude, that'd be sweet.
me and my dad were just at this light, and we look over, and there's a strip club. Actually, it was to our right. We look over, there's a strip club. We're like, oh, okay. And then we look to our left, and then it says the Penis Museum, and we're like, oh, what? And
You're like, Dad, can we go? And he's like, nah, it's okay. Well, maybe next time.
and my dad's like, hey, that's kind of funny. And maybe I shouldn't repeat what I said.
What did you say?
No, it's fine.
No, what'd you say? We'll bleep it. What'd you say?
No, maybe later. I think I've told you guys before. But so we went to the Trump Hotel. We took some pictures and stuff. We had one of the guards take pictures, and it was funny because they had mini dogs, like like the really fancy kind, and then people brought them in, but they all had booties on their feet and like shoes to not track mud in. It was so cute.
My dog's stupid and just kicks him off.
My dogs are just
Stupid.
plain stupid. They even kick their electric collars out. They're like, "Ugh." That's how they do it. Well, so on the way
spasm
down,
until it comes off.
I go through Utah, dumb drivers, go through Las Vegas. That's the only part of Nevada that counts,
Beep,
right?
Las Vegas.
And then the rest in Las Vegas or Nevada is just kind of like
There.
desert, tumbleweed and stuff.
Yeah.
And then got to California, and there's this place called Prim right outside of California.
Like Primrose?
No, I think have you been through that road? Like on the way to California, there's the I think it's the 15 that goes through Prim
Probably.
and Las Vegas and stuff. And Prim's
I
this
think
big
so.
city, and it has all sorts of really cool stuff. And there's like this big hotel, and it was like completely empty. And I think they shut it down.
Ooh, I want to explore that.
I know it was cool, but we were just there for some gas, and it's the biggest gas station in.
Is that the one that had like a bajillion pumps?
Yeah, it had 100.
It's
Holy
the biggest
cow.
one in.
I think it's the biggest in the world. I could be wrong, but at least biggest in the United States. Yeah, look it up. But it had a ton. It was advertised as the biggest in the world. And then there was these statues outside with like gold, like painting for gold and stuff. It was super cool.
Where was this again? California?
Prim. It was right outside the border of California.
Huh.
And then as soon as you pass through Prim, it says "Welcome to California." You're like, "No, my rights!" And then you go through, and then there's actually like a place you have to pass through that's like they check you or something.
Okay, so this one says the world record for largest gas station is Bucky's in New Bernfield, Texas, with 120 gas pumps. So just a little bit, but it has 1,000 parking spots and 68,000 square foot store.
It's a big gas station.
That's a really big gas station.
Wait. Is that bigger than Walmart?
Yeah, that's
think it's bigger than Walmart.
enormous.
Than our Walmart, at least. Holy cow.
Yeah, if you get a Walmart superstore, they have like a pond and like 8 stories and like a.
Like they
Dude,
say,
Walmart
everything's bigger in
superstores are
Texas.
insane.
Anyway, it was advertised as the biggest in the world. Maybe at one point it was.
Yeah.
Biggest in Nevada.
Probably. Not even that. There's one. Dang, that thing's huge. That's what it looked like, though. There was just rows and rows and rows. And I think they were by twos next to each other, and then it was like gone. It was like 50, and then a little off in the ways, it was 50 more. And it was cool. We went to a lot of gas stations, and a lot of them were like super interesting. One of them was like family owned, and the dude came out. He's like, "Can I help you guys?" And my dad was like, "Sure." And there's lots of road salt. I don't remember where it was from, but we got a lot of road salt on our car. The dude came up with like a squeegee. He was like,
And then you had to pay him.
no.
Oh,
He just came up and did it. We were like, thanks,
They
man.
do that so that way you tip.
No, they don't. And he was like, no, it's just free. And then I was like kind of sleeping in the back, so I kind of just get up to the dude, like squeezing the windows, and I was like, what?
It's freaking like a Walmart with a gas pump out.
It's kind of huge. But so we were going through. It was a 17-hour drive. Ended up being, because it's like a 13-hour drive, and then there's traffic, pit stops, all this extra stuff.
Yeah.
And my dad ended up driving about like 12, 13 of it. And because he's what he told me, he's like, I like control. I like being in control of the car. And I was like, what if you're tired? He's like, and so eventually he got tired and he took a nap and I drove. And, I don't like driving for road trips because it's a pain, but like.
I like it.
You just kind of
Can't
sit
binge
there.
watch stuff.
I had scary stories on YouTube, like r/no sleep and creepy stories and pastas and stuff. Pasta. But I had those, like a 4-hour one, and before I knew it, it was up, and I had my AirPods, like the what was it, noise canceling. I had the noise canceling. I was like, it sounded like the engine died.
Oh yeah.
My dad
crazy.
did the first time he put his AirPods on. He went boo, and you hold it, and then it's noise canceling. So my dad was in his car, and he did that, and he thought the engine died because it's really good, especially for AirPods.
So good.
And I had that the whole time, and I was just driving and chilling,
nice. Oh, you were driving when you did
Yeah.
that. Okay.
And my dad was sleeping in the back, and so we
I
did
like
it.
being in control of the car. I'm tired.
I like being in control of the car, and he's like, John, I'm tired. And so we pulled over in this one it wasn't a rest stop, it was just like a highway underpass, and I think it was like 300 miles outside of Las Vegas.
Okay.
So it was kind of a pit out there. So we
bet.
get out, I'm like, we need to urinate. My dad's like just whoosh, and pees everywhere, and then I
All
get
over
out.
the car marks his territory.
We did a time lapse from
Of peeing?
California to we did a
I'd do
time
that.
lapse
That sounds legit.
from
Oh, is that the part where it stops and he's in front of the car peeing?
yeah
Okay.
from Montana
For like
to
a solid couple minutes of the time lapse, he's just peeing. I was like, what is he doing? Yeah.
from Montana to Yellowstone. We did a time lapse on my dad's phone. It was like 2 hours or 3 hours. It was like a 45-second time lapse, and it just goes, and then it stops for a second. My dad gets in front of the car and pees,
Yeah.
and then it gets back in and goes. But so we got out, and there was like a mattress there and like diapers, and I got out into a puddle of mud, and it was disgusting. And I was just
Bummer.
like, yeah,
Mattress though?
yeah, disgusting. I'm pretty sure it had HIV and
Probably had
AIDS and cocaine on it and stuff.
and freaking other stuff.
Yeah, I probably should have put it on the top and given it to some researchers so they could find the cure for,
Probably is the cure for
a new
COVID
virus on
or
it.
something. Or
I don't know. It had all sorts of stuff. So,
Needles.
eventually we got to California and, we were there.
boom,
California. So California is super liberal. Just in the big cities, though, you don't really know how liberal like most of the places. Most of it's like actually super nice because we went to Orange County where I used to live, and Seal Beach in Orange County. It's a super nice place. It was like here. It was like Bozeman. It was It was just like half the people weren't wearing masks. They didn't care when you walked in places. It was
is that outer area?
No, we went into a restaurant and they didn't care. It was a super chill restaurant. My grandparents go there all the time, and they took us there. And you can put a sticker up on the windows.
So you put 2 of them.
My dad put a Colton Crane sticker up, and I put a World Board sticker up. Cool place. World Boards, check them out.
Check them out at www.worldboards.com.
I think that's
trying
actually
to get like sponsorships. I think Anchor provides them for you.
That's kind of cool.
So
yeah.
I mean,
I'll ink your core.
If you want to
we
give
should
us
start
money,
doing ad reads in like the middle of the show.
like Ben Shapiro.
Like we should just
We're
sell
like,
out.
there's a lot of
full on.
podcasts
Yeah.
that do that where they do ad reads.
Yeah,
in the middle.
most podcasts.
They're like,
do.
and right after this, we'll talk about blah blah blah, and then they go into their ad read.
Mhm.
But it was super cool down there. We went to a church. My dad knew the guy from youth ministries. My dad was in youth ministry, and he knew that the kid was in high school. And apparently my dad had like a big impact on him, and he started a church. The kid did.
Oh, wow.
And
Wow, your dad's like, oh, I didn't know.
yeah,
Cool.
my dad was there, and for some reason that like I went out, and then it's like you couldn't let people back in when the service was going for some reason. But there was like a different.
AIDS keeps it.
Well, there was a different section that was their old sanctuary, and then there was like some TV. So I watched on that, and he's like, "Here's David," and he's like, "Oh, hey, what's up?" So they called my dad up. It was cool. But
Hi, I'm David.
yeah, that's basically how it went.
Goliath. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, and then we did some other stuff. I can't really remember too much of it, but
just kind of try to block that out of your memory.
it was
Just
a really
kind of
quick
rough
trip.
time, huh?
We visited my
Yeah,
grandma.
you were only there for like 3 days or so.
Yeah.
I think we were
If
only in
that.
California for like. I slept 2 nights there.
How was Los Angeles? Terrible.
Los Angeles was
Dumpy.
like, yeah, well, that's
go to-
where the church was, and
Did you go to Beverly Hills?
but I don't really like Los Angeles.
No.
The county is just awful.
L.A. County. Yeah.
Yeah, and the place we went, there was oil rigs everywhere, like on the corners of like next to houses. It'd take like a whole
Oh wow.
block of a house and just like
Weird.
an oil rig. And my grandpa used to work on them. I think they're called like the I don't remember, like the head part, like the heavy part. He used to work
Yeah.
on those.
I don't know.
We were taking a tour of the church, and my dad and my grandpa, there was one right next to us, and we just kind of walk out and we see it. We're like, whoa. And they started like talking about it, and the guy giving us the tour is like, come on, I got to be somewhere. And so for the whole time, they were just kind of like looking at stuff and being, old men and just being like, look at that. I used to work on those and stuff like that. So, that was basically the whole trip.
What was the trip back like? Was it
Trip back was just kind of.
uneventful?
Oh, I got crap tons of freaking In-N-Out, dude.
Yeah. How many times? So you were gone for 5 days, right?
I left.
No, you weren't gone. You were like 4 days,
I
maybe.
left on Friday and we came back on Monday.
Monday,
We
yeah.
arrived back on Monday.
Approximately how many times
Late
did you go
Monday.
to an In-N-Out restaurant?
We
over
went
that
to
4
In-N-Out
days?
on the way there, the first one in Utah, which is about 5 hours from our house. And then we went to one in Vegas. And then,
I've been to that one.
And then one so that was 2 that day, and that was just like the half day. And then Saturday, we got it like for lunch because we got these things called Halo donuts, and they're really good. They were like homemade versions of Krispy Kreme, and it was so awesome. And we had these Vietnamese people like, "Hello," and "Hello, you want donut?" And then we were like,
donut.
"Yes, we want donuts."
Yes, we want donut, please.
Yes, give us the donut. And they were awesome. They were so good. My dad was super giddy afterwards. He's like, "Dude, these donuts are awesome." He was like jumping around. You got a milk can too, like a little like a little
sweet.
box.
Oh yeah.
It's like a 5-year-old just
Little
like, yes,
milk
donuts. I mean, I was too, but like,
So the In-N-Out in Vegas was the first time we ever ate at In-N-Out,
really?
but it was really bad.
Which one?
The one down on the strip.
Oh, no, it's not good.
It's not that it wasn't bad. So what happened is it was the first time we ate there, and everybody insisted on getting the food and then taking it back to our hotel. So it was like a half-hour trip back to the hotel. So the food was just all cold and gross by the time we got back to the hotel.
I don't mind it cold.
No, it was like gross cold, like soggy cold because it had been sitting in a steamy bag.
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
They give you mats. They're like, are you going to be eating this in your car or at home tonight? And it's like, I'm going to be eating in my car. So they give you these little placemats. They're made out of paper and they have some stuff on them. And it's really cool because they always give to a charity. And the one they're giving to right now is to help end child slavery. And it's like all the information and stuff in the back.
Why can't they help end child trafficking?
Well, that's what they're doing.
Oh,
but that's like ending child trafficking. And
I'm all for
slavery
getting
stuff.
rid of traffic.
Yeah, same.
I love getting rid of
But
traffic.
they have
children
those
drivers.
And I would always get an animal style fry, which is fries with cheese and the sauce and like all sorts of it's really good. And then a double, which is 2 pieces of meat and 2 pieces of cheese, and then a Neapolitan shake. And every single one of their cups has a Bible verse on it.
Yep. Yeah, on the
if you look
bottom,
underneath,
yep.
it has like the thing, and they have different ones for different.
Like that John 3:16.
Yeah, there's a lot with. They're mostly like popular Bible verses, but
John 3:16.
it's still really cool though.
Yeah,
and
it is.
I got a shirt. I haven't tried it on yet.
Oh, one of those In-N-Out ones?
They're kind of expensive.
Is
but
it one of the ones like Mr. Walker has?
Kind
it
of.
just has
expensive.
Mr. Walker or
It says Mr. Walker on it. Mr. Walker's
In-N-Out. But no,
It says Mr. Walker, but
has
it's spelled in and out. Like,
it has the
In the same
trees,
font.
and then I think it has like a picture on the back with the.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think that's the same one he has.
That's a super cool shirt.
it says Mr. Walker on it.
But in and out. So we went a couple times on Saturday, and then at like 10:30 at night, and everybody in my grandma's house had gone to sleep because they're all old people, and I was awake, and I'm on the couch there, and I'm just like in the middle of the house, and I can see everything. I'm just like, man, I'm just kind of like hungry. So I was like, hey, Dad, you want to go get In-N-Out? And he's like, heck yes, I do. And the craziest thing, in Apple Valley, it very rarely snows. And it snowed when I was up there.
I remember seeing that.
It was crazy. It's at 3,000 feet, so it's high desert. So it's cold at night and hot in the day. And
So like the worst place to be.
Because, yeah, here in Montana, we're in a high desert. But, like, it's a high desert. So it's, like, forest.
this is a forest more.
But it's a high desert is what we're in.
Really?
Like, Belgrade, Bozeman, Gallatin County is a high desert.
Huh. I wouldn't know that. But Apple Valley is like a real
But it's not
desert.
as much like the worst. Like that's like the worst place to live in my opinion. Is where it's like it gets really hot. It's like 100 degrees in the day, but night gets on like 20 or whatever.
I love that.
Like just the swing, and that just
You know
sounds
what the
like it
worst
sucks.
was? We were in Vegas in the middle of July.
Ugh.
Or no, it was like the end of January. Not January.
What?
June. End of June.
Oh,
Sorry.
Doesn't matter, he's
were
in Vegas.
That's when
Vegas,
we were there
baby.
for 10 days. We went out to Hoover Dam.
uh-huh.
And that was when I went to
How far away is Hoover Dam?
Hoover Dam's only like an hour out of Vegas. But we went there, and then when we were out there, it was 121 degrees.
Ooh. Wow.
Which it was interesting because it's dry heat, so it's not that bad.
Yeah, it's not as bad.
It's just kind of like sitting in a sauna, but you're not in a sauna. And the
Yeah.
car's AC is always on full blast. But it was 121, and when it would get to like midnight, it would just barely drop below 100. It was like 98 at midnight.
Yeah.
It was gnarly.
When you're by the beach, like Orange County, Seal Beach, Los Angeles area, it is moist. It is damp all the time. It's like 80% humidity. So when it is cold because it's all ice.
Oh, dude.
It gets, I mean, it's not ice. They don't get ice there. I remember one time we got like a frost. We were like, oh my gosh, it snowed. And we were all so happy. But it frosted. We were like, it snowed. But it didn't. The humid heat and the humid cold is just really not the best. Yeah. Sorry about that, guys. So I got a lot of In-N-Out.
Long
That's
story
the
short,
highlight
like
of your
you
trip.
couldn't even count it. It was just
Like 9 times or something.
I think it was because I at least twice a day.
It's a 9 times.
No.
Sure.
that would have been 8.
Shut up.
Because he was gone for
Anyway,
4
so
days.
Dad, you had a car crash, right?
Yep, that's where that went. It wasn't as bad as maybe
he kind
John
of just ripped
described
the
it.
guy's bumper off, and then a cop
Yep.
kind of swapped their info. He got a girl's number because he hit her car, and me, John, and Matt came out to hang
You're like,
out with
Benaiah, you're
help.
going to jail.
While he was there
Jail boy.
early. So we were helping him, and
Helping him.
then we were all laughing and having a great time while the other people were all nervous, sitting there like freaking out, and we're just like, what if you died, Benaiah? I think that'd be funny. And then that was pretty much it, and then we went to Taco Bell.
And yeah, I feel like it's a good spot to end it. Thank you guys for watching.
Yeah,
thank you for Benaiah.
For crashing his
Ben-
car and making us a story.
Yeah,
This
and
is
for
story.
John's good description on going to California.
And thank you to
Pretty
us for
good.
2 years ago for getting hurt drinking energy drinks, because that gave us something to talk about today.
Yeah, I did.
Well, feels like that's it, guys.
All right.
All right,
I
so
hate our viewers. No, wait, sorry.
Good.
bye.
It's
Bye,
been
guys.
real. Man, I hate our viewers.
I hate our
They're the
viewers.
Man, I
freaking
hate our
worst.
viewers.
God.
Actually, I don't hate them.
Guys, like and subscribe.
Just do it.
Okay, cool. All right, that was a fail.